What's going on, guys? This is Brian here, and it's been 12 hours or so since my Phantom Standard flew away, and since I posted the flight record recording of my flight record. What happened was basically the drone set its own home point on the second time, like the second try. It set its own home point, and for whatever reason, the home point jumped a block away from where the drone was. And uh, what's really crazy is that the drone actually managed to land in a parking lot a block away from me, from where I was flying initially. And it just landed there. And then the lady apparently saw it, and it was blinking all red, and she didn't really know what to do about it. So then she called the police. And what happened was basically I submitted a ticket into DJI support, and then they looked at my email, and then what happened was actually the police who went to see what was up with the lady that called in saw and noticed that there was the MAC number on the gimbal, on the camera, and then also on the battery there's the number. There's like a specific serial number on the battery as well. So what this policeman actually did was sent in a request sort of ticket to DJI, and then just said if there's like any way to locate or like send this drone back to the owner, that'd be good. And when I sent a message to DJI support, they replied approximately 9 or 10 hours after I submitted the ticket, and then they said they linked the two. And basically, since my initial flight, my very initial flight from back in October when I purchased this for my graduation, you had to you had to use your email to register the drone essentially. And basically, DJI used the number that was assigned to this drone and matched it with my email. And then basically that's how I got in contact with the police, and I thought that the Toronto police in charge of this case was smart, intelligent person. I'm really glad to hear that no one got hurt, no property was damaged, because according to the DJI flight record, it landed in a parking lot, and I didn't know where it was. The last I saw it was somewhere on the horizon, and the drone was just out of control. It didn't respond properly to my controls. Even though I calibrated the compass, I rebound the controller to the drone. I made sure both batteries of the drone and the controller were fully charged. Winds were not that high at all. It was under 15 miles per hour wind. There was maybe a 19 mile per hour gust, but I've tested the Phantom before in 30 miles per hour wind, and it's still able to fly almost unaffected. Someone's property or break or get run over by a car, and it didn't just land in the middle of an intersection or on top of a car that's driving. Otherwise that could have caused some accidents or danger. And I'm really glad no one got hurt. That's like one of the most important things. And then second most important is that I actually was able to recover my drone. So I'm going to contacting DJI support again and then see what they say. Really, if like the flyaway, I think it is really the software firmware problem. Like it's not supposed to just jump home points like that. And I'll keep you guys posted. So I guess I also wanted to show you guys what a police sort of secure pack bag looks like. My Phantom's still inside. Surprisingly, there are no noticeable scratches or anything from the flight. And it managed to safely land in a parking lot, and then where a lady found it landed in the parking lot, and basically she didn't know what to do with it because all the lights, LED lights, were actually flashing red. And drones. I know some people can be very freaked out about drones. Because, like, what is that thing? It flies, it looks like it has a camera. Well, it does have a camera, in my case. And, yeah, it's, like, crazy. It just, like, landed like a UFO kind of thing. And then, anyway, so, here's what a Toronto Police Service property bag looks like. And then, this one is found, not seized or received. On the top, there's, like, a number and, like, a barcode. Secure pack. My drone's inside. So they write like a bunch of information and everything. And yeah, DJI Phantom drone. Toronto Police Service. So I'm really thankful for the lady who called in, and like she didn't, I guess maybe she freaked out a bit, probably. It's like an unmanned thing. Vehicle just lands in the driveway, and then no one comes to pick it up for like 15 minutes or more. Yeah, I would probably freak out too if I didn't know much about the drones. And I'm also thankful to the Toronto Police for being like really quick on their feet, and basically they also said like they're not too concerned about like the drone. It could have caused potential damage, but they themselves were not too concerned about like accident, sort of. Like they're not too concerned about it because they know there are some regulations and stuff. I explained to the police that I already know the regulations and everything, and I am a responsible, safe flyer. Yeah. However, yesterday's or April 14th morning flight was somehow it went bad, and I am almost 90% sure that it is not user error. So I'm really grateful to be able to recover my drone, and yeah, there she is. I don't really see any damage to her. Battery's dead, or it's drained. And yeah, this is how they packed it back to me. How they packed my Phantom back to me. And I hope DJI will do something about it. I'll keep you guys updated. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Another thing I wanted to add was basically the police actually used the SD card. They took it out and then they got to see what was in it, and then I did a flyby that morning of my face, so they know what I looked like, but they didn't know how to contact me. And then they went ahead and sent a message to DJI, and then just gave my MAC number of the camera gimbal and also the number that's on the battery itself. What's interesting is that the police person also tried to look for serial numbers and stuff on the side, but they noticed there was none. And what happened is, why that's not there is because my Phantom just came back from a shell crack repair like 2 days ago.